All right, so we're back with the Cub today, and as you can see, I've already put in 5 of the 8 valves and their springs and the keepers, and I'm going to put this one in next. I just want to show you how this works. I've already ground in the valves, and so they're in good shape, and so I'm going to put these springs in now. So the way I do it is I lift the valve up, I grab the spring and the bottom of it, the little washer thing, put it together like that, and it's just kind of hard to get these up in there, but you got to put the spring up around the valve guide and then push this thing up and over the top of the tappet. You can see right here. Now it's all wonky, and then you push the valve down and it never seats right because this washer gets kind of cockeyed. So you wiggle that around and get your valve to come all the way down, and then you're ready to use this tool here to compress the spring so you can get the keepers in there. And this, of course, is the hard part. And this tool is way too big for this engine, and so I make it work by putting a block of wood on here. And it's not perfect, but it does the job. It took me about an hour to do these 4 yesterday, and now we'll see how long it takes to get this one done. I did one just a few minutes ago, and so I start by clamping this thing down. Now you can see in here that this part of the structure of the engine right there makes this really hard because the piece that's supposed to grab the bottom of that spring gets stuck in there, but now it's loose and I think it'll work, so we're just going to screw this down. So rather than using the trigger on the valve compressor tool, I'm using the screw in part, and so I'm slowly compressing the spring, and it likes to get stuck and it likes to not be in the middle. These are very difficult to put in, and part of it's they're real small, and the other part of this tool just isn't quite right. But the idea here is to, if you can see up under here, the little ridge is exposed, and there's a flashlight. So what I got to make sure is there's room all the way around to get the keepers in. So it looks like I've got the washer part on the bottom of the spring straight, and I've got room around the jaws on this thing to slide the keepers up in there into that groove. Once I get those in there, then I'll slowly back off on this tool, and it will lower this washer over the top of the keepers and squeeze them because it's got a beveled cone shape inside, and then the spring keeps all that together. So we're going to give that a try right now. So I've got 2 keepers, and these are the keepers. They're little tiny metal pieces, and you can see the groove in there. That groove, or that ridge, has to fit inside the groove at the bottom of the stem of the valve. So I put a little bit of grease on them to make them sticky, so they'll stay in place while I get the other one going. But and again, this is just a horrible little process because there just isn't much room for your finger, let alone keepers, and I spend a lot of time fishing these keepers out from behind the valves with a magnet. But as you get going, you get better at it. So what I do is I spin the first keeper around so that the second one I can put straight on. Once I'm convinced dropped it. So now my fingers are all greasy and so is the keeper, so it's like holding on to Jello. So the trick is to get the second keeper on without knocking the first one off, and to get it lined up with that ridge. And there, you can see I've got it lined up pretty good. You can see I look to make sure that the bottoms are even all the way across. There are gaps on either side. These don't fit perfectly. There's a little gap on each side of the keepers when they come together around the stem of the valve. So now I'm going to slowly unscrew or loosen the spring action of the tool and let the spring around the valve stem decompress and come down over the top of those keepers. And the idea is not to let the tool touch the keepers and cause them to fall off before this thing gets done coming down. So hopefully you can see that. We'll do another one here in a few minutes. So far this looks real good. So we'll unscrew this and then take this tool off and see how we did. So there you can see the spring is now down, the keepers are up under there. They look even with the bottom of that washer, and I think that one's done and it's in good shape. So very proud of that. So we'll try another one here. The next one, the first thing you got to do though is turn the cam and get that tappet down low, and it gets harder to do as you keep getting these springs, because now you're fighting the compression of those springs. So I'm going to lift this valve up, and I'm going to get another spring and a washer that goes under it. Spring and a washer, and it just fits right there. And we're going to stick this up under, and this is hard to do without breaking your fingernails, but once you get it over there, it's not too bad. So hopefully you can see that. We got that. We're now going to push the valve down and then jiggle this around so that the valve will get down inside there. Again, this is a difficult process. There's just no room to do anything, and nothing wants to line up, of course. Yeah, see, I'm way off. There we go. There we go. All right, now the valve is down. Now it's time to put the spring compressor tool in there and tighten it up. So that's what I'm going to do next. And see how it goes. All right, that's in. And you got to make sure not to squash the other valve that's right there. So I'm going to compress this to start with. Back this off some so that my board fits in there. Move this over. Okay. So now we're going to start to turn the screw on that. And we're waiting for it to. There we go. It seems to get hung up on the tappet adjuster. And once you get it loose of that, it goes pretty well. Again, it's hard to keep it from getting in the way, the tool jaws from getting in the way of the keepers. And we'll examine that here in a second. It also hits the bottom here before it should, and I've made as much adjustment to this part of this tool as I can to get it up under there so that that doesn't interrupt. And it just barely gives us enough room to get around. And then I don't know if you can see it, but that one's pretty crooked. So I'm gonna have to do a little work with a screwdriver to move the jaw of that tool over that way. Let's see if I can do that without wrecking everything. That might have done it just like that. So we're going to try that. So it looks like I have room to get the keepers up in there. So we're going to give that a try. This is such a horrible job. I'll be glad when this is over. Sorry about that. Okay, so here's the first keeper. Got a little bit of grease on it. And I'm going to slide it up the front of the valve stem. Uh-oh. It's not exactly sliding. Yeah, there we go. Come on. Ah! There's just not room for your hand or your fingers or anything. Just not fitting. I think you got to work on the angle of this tool. And where's my magnet? Ah! Sorry. Oh, there it is. Have to fish that out because it got stuck behind there. Go. Yeah, I think I got it that time. All right, there's one. Here's the other one. One of them on, but not the other. Oh, there we go. Okay, so there, I think, if it's not too blurry, you can see that looks like I got those on. Now I'm gonna decompress the spring slowly, and hopefully those will stay on there. A lot of times when you decompress this, it knocks them off. Very frustrating. So far, so good. Looks like they're on well. Whew. All right. So hopefully you can see that. And there it is. That's those keepers are on there. They're right where they're supposed to be. And that one is done. So I'm going to go ahead and turn this off. I'm going to do the next one, the last one, and then we're going to move on to honing the cylinders. And I got some other work to do, like I need to lube up the camshaft and the tappets and make sure that those have some assembler lube on them. And then we'll probably turn this engine over and work on, after we hone the cylinders, we'll work on putting in the crankshaft and the bearings, use the plastic gauge, which I've never done before. So this will all be new for all of us. Anyway, take care. Thanks.